CBS News Bay Area Afternoon Edition with Ann Makovic.
Right now on the afternoon edition, a major BART meltdown for the Friday morning commute. All BART stations are now open after a system-wide shutdown lasting nearly 5 hours, and it left riders scrambling to find other ways to get around.
So I have to take Uber or I'm going to be late for my work.
Quite an experience this morning. Great way to start your Friday.
Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Veronica Macias in for Ann Makovic today. BART is still warning of 20-minute delays as it works to recover, the agency blaming a computer network outage for shutting down all 50 stations and stranding thousands of people today. This was the sign posted outside BART stations as many people arrived knowing nothing about the outage. BART announced the closure just before 4:30 this morning. That sent many people, commuters this morning, rushing to find alternative ways to get around, from buses to ferries, many of them jumping into their own cars or taking Uber to get across the bay. This is a time-lapse video of the traffic at the Bay Bridge toll plaza heading into San Francisco, much heavier than normal for a Friday. Right now, though, a live look for you. Things have cleared up a bit here, but still some backup we're seeing there on this afternoon. Kevin Coe has been covering the impact all morning for us. He's live now at the Walnut Creek BART station. Now, Kevin, what are officials telling you? Is there an update, and what are people out there telling you?
No update as of right now, specifically when we asked them the question of why or how did this exactly happen. We know what happened. We'll get to that in a second, but I do want to point out, Veronica, that more than 174,000 commuters take BART on any given weekday. That's from BART's own numbers. 2,900 of them traveling through this specific BART station in Walnut Creek. None of those 2,900 commuters were able to get anywhere because their morning commute was completely shut down. All of this because we are told its train control system, BART's train control system, it was not working. This issue, it shut down everything for BART for 5 hours, like you said. We spoke with a man who was actually trying to get to a job test. He already cleared through the interviews. This is a test after the interviews, all the way in Oakland from Walnut Creek. And we also asked officials about the network blackout as well.
We just know that we couldn't power up our train control system as we usually do this morning. And then what that means is we just can't run safe train service. We may be able to run trains, but if we can't see into the system, it's not safe to do so. So what happened was we started to reset servers, starting to send the crews out, trying to identify what is causing the problem that prevented us from powering up.
So BART is actually still trying to figure out why the train control system could not be powered up this morning. So they know the issue is resolved. They don't foresee any other issues happening, but until they know specifically why this happened, it's still unclear how much of a problem this was, is, and could be. Back to you.
Thank you, Kevin. Hoping it doesn't reoccur because we know it caused major headaches for people. I was over at Daly City's BART station this morning where people were scrambling to get to work there on time, and many people also hopping on buses using ride shares like Uber, and people were thankful it was Friday, had a good attitude about things despite being very late.
It is what it is. I mean, you know, we deal with these things. Normally, public transit is great. Overall, I'm happy with the BART system. It gets me to work every day. I think it's affordable. I mean, you know, there's problems. We live in a major metropolitan area, so nothing's going to be perfect. But overall, I'm a big fan of BART and public transportation.
My BART is from 5:30, and I was like, when I came here, I was surprised. I was so run to catch my train, but see, no train. So I have to take Uber or I'm gonna be late for my work.
I'm kind of gonna get there a little bit later, probably, but what can you do? It happens.
I'm late already. I start 6:30, but the thing's like I have to pay more.
Luckily, I left early today, so, you know, I'm just gonna take an alternate route, take the 28, you know, going north towards Stonestown. But yeah, for people that are going to the East Bay, obviously that's going to be really bad. But at least it's Friday. Happy Friday.
I'm waiting for Uber to get me to work approved by my manager because I have to be there, so I have to go. But I have no choice but to take the Uber.
Things that are beyond our control, we have the choice of how we respond to them.
A lifeline for so many hardworking people this morning. We also caught up with commuters at the Civic Center station in San Francisco. Colleen Trundy told us it took her more than 3 hours to get into work today.
I took a bus from Vallejo to El Cerrito, got to El Cerrito BART station, found that the BART was down, had to go back to Vallejo to catch a ferry to get in here, and then, of course, catch the Muni into the Civic Center.
Okay, and many people also sounding off here on social media, reacting to news of the service suspension. One user asking if BART is going to reimburse them for that Uber ride this morning. We saw the cost of rideshare apps skyrocket this morning. At one point, some riders costing them about $50. Another person said the performance unacceptable, especially since BART has been raising their fares. San Francisco Bay Ferry saw a major increase in ridership due to the BART system shutdown, and officials say they put larger ferries into service when possible for commuters to use. Dal Lin was at the San Francisco Ferry building as East Bay commuters were arriving into the city.
A busy morning here at the San Francisco Ferry building. We have boats coming in from Vallejo, Richmond, Oakland, Alameda. This one that is unloading passengers right now coming in from Richmond. In fact, a lot of folks are leaving the boat right now to come into the city. Now, because of the BART situation, Friday light has turned into a pretty busy day for the ferry system. We understand from passengers that we've talked to, they're seeing about 50 to 75% more passengers than a normal weekday. Now, the SF Bay Ferry people are saying they're using bigger boats when they can. And on that side, that is the Alameda Harbor Bay. You can see passengers also unloading right now, leaving the boat to get into the city. A lot of folks telling me they're late for school or for work, but they call their boss to tell them what happened. And because of the BART situation, most employers are understanding what's going on. But you can see a lot of people now leaving the ferry right now to get into the city. And it's been like this all morning long here at the SF Ferry building. I want to show you the upper deck right now, too, at this late morning hour. Traffic seems to be doing okay on the upper deck. I understand it is that the toll plaza that is quite backed up right now, but it's been a tough morning for a lot of folks. They said it was a big inconvenience to wrap up a Friday, a work week, but nonetheless, traveling on the bay, not too bad. For now, live at the SF building, I'll send it right back to you.
I would say that's the way to go. Well, okay, so the last time an outage caused a system-wide BART shutdown, that was back in 2019. BART experienced a similar network problem then. It also took a few hours to fully restore service. The one positive that time, it happened on a Saturday morning when people aren't going to work. At the time, BART launched an internal investigation, but it's unclear what, if any, improvements were made since then. As for today's outage, once again, all stations are now open, but BART is still warning of a 20-minute delay system-wide as it continues to recover. We'll have continuing coverage, of course, as BART works to determine what went wrong here. You'll find the latest updates on air and over on KPIX.com.